Hello everyone, welcome to the Twitter retention mini course. This is going to be lesson 1 and things have not gone according to plan today. It's been the noisiest day on earth, so if you hear anything in the background, be it a hoover or the work people drilling and grinding or a dog barking down the street, please know that they're all pushing me closer and closer to a nervous breakdown. Okay, so this is the Twitter retention mini course. You can rewatch both the intros if you need to get a feel for how the course is going to go, but I want to dive into this and try and get everything done so we can keep the lessons as short as possible. Just a quick, I just want to quickly show the server first. I have sent an email with the login details, and this is where the lesson is going to be. Welcome to week 1. So the video and the action sheet will be here. I'll also send the things out in email just to make sure everyone gets them, but it's probably a good idea to sign up and get onto the Discord. You'll be able to talk to the other members, and yeah, I really need to get everyone to get on here. Anyway, let's dive straight in. So, Twitter retention mini course, week 1, lesson 1. This is the roadmap of the creator, and this lesson is going to be focused on the mindset shift that you need to adopt when staying on Twitter or any other social media account for that matter, but it really is down to a mindset shift that's going to keep you on the platform. So here are the differences between a consumer and a creator. So a consumer will buy or purchase items. They won't think much beyond the purchase of a single use, and they spend the majority of the downtime after the 9 to 5 not working. So the first thing I want to note, there is nothing wrong with this, but if you're trying to make money online, this isn't the mindset that you need to have. So if you look at a creator, instead of buying things, they will see things as investments. So they'll invest in a course or a product, which will mean, an example would be, they'll invest to be part of a community, but they will look beyond that to think, how can I make money so that this community doesn't cost me anything, and how can I then strategize to make money recurring from this community? So that's the sort of mindset shift you're going to need to start thinking about. They'll think several steps ahead when doing that, so that, again, that example works. Every action has a purpose, so whenever you're doing something, there's a purposeful strategy or pre-thought as to what does this tweet mean, what does this thread need to achieve, and that so on. So it could apply to emails, blogs, or anything like that. You always have a purpose for what you're doing. And they'll spend less time on things like streaming entertainment, and spend more time trying to make money online. Often the ethos is to leave a 9 to 5 working system. So you'll see a lot of things on the timeline when people talk about deep working, only working for 2 or 3 hours a day rather than 8 hours a day. So that's another mindset shift you'll have to start preparing yourself for. Okay, so a few other traits from a creator mindset is, I wanted to repeat that you do everything with purpose. A creator is going to rely on systems. So we're going to elaborate on that more as the course goes on. But instead of looking at Twitter as the platform where you promote yourself, this course is going to actually show you that it is part of a system, and it's where you will source traffic from. And adopting this mindset is going to make it a lot easier to stay on the system so that you understand how it works within the bigger picture. So Twitter is a part of a system rather than it being a platform to promote yourself solely or to monetize. But we'll look at that in more detail as we go on. A creator is always going to look at ways to reduce their workload. They're going to look to work smarter, not harder. And most of all, creators will focus on the process. So to stay on Twitter, you have to think of the process and you have to stay with it rather than looking for certain gains or assuming that you're going to be in a certain position or worrying about how many followers you have. The process is what matters. Okay, so action. We're going to cultivate this mindset. So you need to really get into this way of thinking. And so from this day going forward, you're going to refer to yourself as a creator. The reason for this is there will be times where you will regress backwards and start thinking like a consumer again. You will be tempted to overinvest. You will be persuaded by other affiliate marketers, and you have to learn how to say no, but do so from a place of authority. So you can politely say no, that's not within my investment plans at the moment. I might revisit in the future. So you have to learn how to be a bit more diplomatic, but speak from a place of authority. So from this day forward, everyone in this group, you now have to refer to yourself as a creator. And that's because when you have to manifest that to become that. So you have to really start to refer to yourself as something so you can become it. It'll become second nature eventually. So that is lesson 1. I want to keep things short and on point. Now I'm gonna go into the action sheet now, and I'm just gonna click onto it. Okay, so this is what the action sheet is going to look like. 2 seconds, I'm not sure what happened to the beginning. Okay, there we go. Slideshow. So this is what all the action sheets look like, and they'll correspond to the lesson, week 1, lesson 1. Most of the action sheets will require you to do something, however there might be some that just give information, but there will be one for every single lesson. So for this week, for this lesson, you will be asked to read the Twitterverse ebook, which I'm going to upload. Now you can spread this throughout the week because it is 20 odd pages. I don't expect you to read it all now, but you should read it throughout this week. And I want you to note anything that stands out regarding the transition from consumer to creator. I also want you to list down your goals and where you'd like to be in 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, and 5 years. And that's it. You can complete the action sheet when you have time. It is better to keep on top of it, but the one thing I do want to reiterate about this course, it has to fit around your schedule, not the other way around. So if you're unable to do this through the week, it's fine to leave it all to the end of the week and do it in one go. That's what I've done in the past with similar courses. So you really need to think of things again with the creator mindset that you are only going to do a certain amount of tasks per day and focus on them rather than overloading your tasks and getting half the amount done. That's it for today's lesson. I would like you all, wherever possible, to get onto the Discord server. You'll find both of this lesson and the action sheet here. These are the intro videos you can watch again if you need to, and the general chat is where you can introduce yourself, ask questions, or anything like that. And you can DM me on Discord, and that's me here, Momo the Yak, or you can DM me on Twitter. That's it, lesson 1 over, and lesson 2 will be arriving tomorrow. Over.